doing all the things and can't get rid of belly fat. I hear you. This is such a common question. So Lori reached out to me on Instagram and said, belly fat is not going away. And I feel like I'm doing all the things: lifting, protein, hydrating, and steps. You're doing a lot of the things, Lori, that's for sure. So let's look at these things that you're doing. And I want to point out one big thing that may help pull all of these together so that they work better. Because certainly lifting or any type of resistance training is great. Protein, well, we know, prioritize protein. Hydrating is important, although the way you're doing it might be affecting the way your belly looks. And steps are amazing. But you could be doing all of these things. And if you're not getting into a calorie deficit, the fat's not going to go anywhere. So, I think people don't talk about calories these days. It's like the elephant in the room. Well, I'm doing so, and I'm not saying that you're not doing this, Lori, but in general, yeah, I'm all about doing, like, the protein is so essential, but if we're still getting too many more calories than we're burning, we're just not going to burn that fat. We may be building muscle, which is awesome. So we're going to see a difference there. So at the end of the day, to get rid of actual fat on our bodies and lose weight, real weight loss, not a temporary water loss, we need to be in a calorie deficit. We need to be burning off more calories than we're taking in, at least most days. And it's not an exact science, but I have tips in my cookbooks, especially I feel like the second one outlines even more weight loss stuff, and I will link it in the caption and in the comments to help you walk you through what you can do to get yourself in a position where you should be getting into a calorie deficit, and then kind of tweak it from there. So, make sure that you are eating in a way and moving in a way that is helping you be in a calorie deficit most days. And the easiest way to do this, the most efficient way to do this is to change what you're eating, because really you can't out exercise the wrong diet or just too much food. So, and again, I'm not looking at cutting back. I would keep your protein portions where they are and just look at where are there excess calories that aren't so nutritious. Look at the liquid calories. That's a big one. I mean, wine adds up fast. So do coffee drinks and things like that. Look at sauces. Look at areas where maybe you could go, and believe me, we need healthy fat, but where maybe eliminate, go to like a leaner ground beef, things like that can really make a big difference in the amount of calories that you are taking in every day. And to actually track that stuff to hold yourself accountable, I just write it down. I believe taking pen to paper is super powerful. I do have a journal that you can use for this, or you can use a Spiral notebook. You can use the notes in your phone. There are absolutely nutrition, like tracking apps. I just don't use any of them to be able to recommend one. And then let's go back to the other things you're doing. Certainly lifting or any type of resistance training is great because it is helping to build muscle. When it comes to the belly area, again, this isn't going to burn the fat, but you know what I say, planks are better than Spanx. And by Spanx, I mean shapewear. So, these are my 58-year-old, almost 59-year-old post-breakfast abs on a random Monday morning. So the lifting or resistance training is amazing. Protein, I'd be encouraging you to be aiming for 1 gram per pound of ideal body weight, especially when you are trying to lose weight, build muscle, do all of these things. Because first of all, you're going to be so satiated, this is just going to get rid of cravings, so you're not going to want the crap. It's going to make it so much easier for your body to build and maintain muscle to give you that nice toned look. As far as the hydrating goes, we know this is important. And I'm going to share a little tip that may make a big difference. Again, not to get you, this isn't necessarily going to get you into it's not going to get you into calorie deficit, but it's going to, although hydrating well can help with that. but it's going to make sure that you're not doing anything that's causing bloating or impeding your digestion. And so I'm going to encourage you to hydrate in between meals. Old, outdated weight loss advice said things like drink a lot of water, drink 2 glasses of water with your meal. So you feel nice and full. Okay, we don't want to feel full. I'm not available for feeling full. I want to be satisfied. So hydrate between meals. Drink water when you first get up. Do the bulk of your hydration in between meals. While you're eating, learn to slow down. Chew your food well. Don't wash it down with your beverage. This is going to improve your digestion and definitely help to reduce bloating. And then getting your steps in. I keep on doing that. I believe walking is underrated for our overall health and especially for fat loss, for fat burning. So I would encourage you to get those steps in every day. I think a great goal is 10,000 steps a day. You can certainly go higher. Lately, I've been aiming for around 15. I know that while all of the steps add up and they're all good, longer walks are more beneficial when it comes to fat burning. So I would look at maybe not every day, but a couple days a week, scheduling in a longer, like a 45-minute walk or even longer if you can. And then again, you're not going to be burning fat unless you're also in a calorie deficit. So let's, go back to that. Hope you found this helpful. Reach out with any questions. Drop your questions in the comments. And if you are enjoying my YouTube content, I'm asking you please subscribe, save, share with your friends. Let's get the word out that you can love your body and your life at any age. This is 58, no filters. Oh, here's how I end a video.